Hi guys, Rodrigo from DJ Tech Zone here, and I'm happy today to review the Pioneer DJ DDJ SB3, the new, compact, cheap, beginner-oriented controller from Pioneer DJ. And I must say, Pioneer has gone very far with this one. They're really cramming a lot of stuff into their beginner controllers, and they're just getting better and better. And this one comes with a feature that, well, kind of nobody saw coming. None other than the world famous and legendary DJ Jazzy Jeff has created some custom samples for this, and you can use them in the form of scratch samples, and you can do tricks with it. So it's called a pad scratch, and I will demonstrate how it works. And it has stirred up a whole controversy on the internet. Everybody has an opinion about it. It's the end of DJing, it's not real DJing, blah 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 blah. DJ Jazzy Jeff has come out actually and spoke out on it on Facebook and in interviews, defending it, saying how he supports technology and how he feels that this will not end DJing. It will just teach kids to do different things and to help young and new DJs to learn how to scratch, because you will see how it works. So the DDJ SB3 is actually the third iteration of the SB line of DJ controllers. It's for Serato DJ Lite actually. I have Serato DJ Pro running on my Mac, so I'm using it with Serato DJ Pro, but it comes with Serato DJ Lite. It comes in for around $250, the standard price for this kind of controller, and you get a lot for your money. That's really what I want to stress here. You get a lot for your money. What do you get? You get a well-built plastic controller, of course, but with aluminium jog wheels that feel really nice. Again, as on all the SB series, really well weighted. You can do nice tricks with them. They are really well constructed, and they're, well, touch capacitive, of course. I really like them. They are really nice jog wheels, as on all these Pioneer controllers, and they will probably last you a lot. And you can probably learn how to scratch on these. Crossfader is also a decent crossfader. It's not shabby, shiny. It's not cheap feeling. It's very loose. It's not an advanced crossfader like the Magwell, something like that, but it's a really good crossfader. So with this combination, I'm sure that DJ Jazzy Jeff would not have approved of the SB3 if he wouldn't have at least liked or approved the crossfader and the jogs, right? Good. The decks, the mixer, very standard, but one thing that really stands out for me on the SB3, an auto loop section separated from the main loop section. We saw it already before on Pioneer DJ controllers. I'm happy to see it on the SB3 for Serato. It's really cool to have that, because it allows you to comfortably do loops without having to, use the pads, which is fine. But if you're doing tricks on the pads and you're doing loops at the same time, it gets a little bit difficult. So I like to have that separate auto loop section. FX section, top notch. You have 3 effects that you can control at the same time. As always, you can make a full effect soup, and there are interesting functions under the shift button, such as the selection of your effect if you would like to do that. And you can change the beats. So that's the FX section, pretty functional FX section on the SB3. Nothing particularly exciting about it, but it's just a functional FX section. I always like to have individual knobs, little knobs per effect, but that would have been probably too much to put here, and I guess that beginner DJs don't really need too many options on their effect sections. I already talked about the pitch fader, don't like it, but you do have a temporary setting that you can adapt directly from the controller, and of course your key lock on or off. depending on what you want to do. The jog wheels, as I said, really nice. And you also have a slip function hidden under the vinyl button. Cool. And of course, the main attraction on this controller is in the pads. The pads are so cool. And contrary to the SB2, you have, like on the RB, you have a cue and play button separated from your pads. That's a good, nice move because it emulates more expensive Pioneer DJ controllers or other Serato DJ Pro controllers or light controllers. So you can get used to that. And all your pads are actually there for performance functions. And what I really like is that Pioneer didn't just implement the regular performance functions you find in other controllers. They just made their own stuff. And what you get is actually, traditionally of course, a hot cue. The pads are tiny, they're smaller than on SB2 because they had to fit the loop section in. But they're good, they feel nice, they're really responsive, they're backlit. Apart from those hot cues, you have a first row of effects, that is hot cue, but also FX fade, filter, another filter, fade down effect, echo, backspin. So basically a series of effects that you can use to wind down your music when you're mixing and you want to get out of one track and go into another. I like the echo is cool, although you can do that with the effects as well if you would like to. It's a bit the same, but you know, if you don't want to use the effects for it, you can also use the FX fade. Then you have the famous pad scratch feature, and for that I'm going to just set up the two sides here. You can have a long discussion about it if this is fake DJing. It's kind of using technology to do stuff that maybe you're not able to do, which is maybe a bit faking, but it's cool anyway. So first, without the music, the pad scratch effect, what does it do? So you have different scratch effects, and you saw it on the screen that DJ Jeff just recorded those scratches, and they're laid over any hot cue that is loaded, and he just fires them off. So what you can do with this kind of stuff is, for example, pretend you're a scratch DJ. Yeah, your friends at your next birthday party that you bring this controller to will be impressed with your skills until they look at what your hands are doing. But anyway, I'm kidding about that. It's really nice. I like that Pioneer goes and looks for something new, and this should really attract people that are into scratch DJ but you know have no clue where to start. And the Pioneer DDJ SB3 unlocks scratch features for them, and if they're into it and they've got some talent, they probably will end up trying to emulate that themselves on this controller or on some other gear. You also have the beat jump mode, roll, slicer, and trance. And then lastly, you have also your loop section, that works independently from the pads and allows you to launch loops. Moving over to the mixer. The mixer is very simple. It's a 2-channel mixer, no hardware mixer here, of course, with a 3-band EQ, trim buttons on top, load buttons, a small browse button, master level, headphone levels, master Q, nice, and 2 small Q buttons that allow you to queue up your tracks. You have 2 channel levels. On the back side, it's quite simple as well. You have a microphone with a volume input, nice. You have 2 RCA, master RCA output, and your USB input. This controller is absolutely not a controller for advanced DJs. I think that's clear, but I really think it's a very decent backup controller for Serato DJ Pro DJs. Even, you know, really advanced DJs that need something very light and very portable to have as a backup controller. So, verdict. I'm kind of, you know, almost thinking that this is gonna go to the top of my preferred beginner controllers for Serato. around $250. Links in the description if you want to buy one through DJ Tech Zone. Always nice if you do that. Helps us to get the site funded and to get going and to produce more content. If you like my review, be sure to leave me a like so that I'm motivated to make more. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it's a small effort to click on the subscribe button and click on the bell so you get nice notifications when I create new content. So that's it. Thank you for watching and probably see you next time.